I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It is a pleasure to welcome you to the 2005 Year's Athletic Awards Banquet. I would like to call to your attention the many guests who have accepted our invitation to join us this afternoon and thereby add so much to the importance of the occasion. Kindly hold your applause until I have completed all the acknowledgments. We are pleased to have with us today the following members of the Board of Education: President Mr. and Mrs. Leonard Welch. Members of the school administration who have joined us are High School Principal Mr. John Kokenauer, Athletic Director Mr. John Rebideau. The following members of our coaching staff are present: Ms. Barb Boyer, Ms. Virginia Mosley, Ms. Mary Flores, Ms. Kim Burnell, Mr. Daniel Bushy, Mr. Joe Coakley, Mr. John Curry, Mr. Craig Dumas, Ms. Krista Dupre, Ms. Melina Guerin, Mr. Jerry Hamlin, Mr. William Harford, Mr. Pete Kaplowski, Mr. Dennis LaBarge, Mr. Jamie LaBarge, Mr. Dennis LeBaire, Mr. Toby LeClaire, Mr. Don McNeil, Ms. Katie McNeil, Mr. Donald Moulton, Mr. Jared Courier, Mr. Mike Retor, Mr. Larry Ross, Mr. Dan Sheehan, Ms. Danielle Chombley, Mr. Wayne Wilkins, and Mr. Leonard Welch. Our special guest this afternoon is Ms. Leona Rebideau. We are also pleased to have many of our guests' wives and husbands present. Again, I wish to express our appreciation to all of our guests who have joined us this afternoon. And at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our athletic director, Mr. John Rebideau.
It is my pleasure, as always, to open our annual Athletic Awards Banquet. I would like to commend each of you for having made the commitment necessary to participate in one or more of our athletic teams. Your sacrifice, dedication, and teamwork have been a source of countless hours of pride for our school and community. I would like to thank you all personally for being a part of Bobcat Athletics. I would like to offer my thanks as well to some important people without whose contributions we would be unable to run our athletic program at the level we have all come to expect. Our Board of Education and Administration for the support that they continue to give the athletic program in all aspects. Darla Bilo, whose tireless efforts on behalf of our athletic program make her our real athletic director. Our coaching staff, whose attention to detail each and every day allow us to be organized and successful. And our seniors, for their leadership. You will be missed next year, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Special congratulations to the following teams for achieving New York State Scholar Athlete status, combining for an average of 90 plus during the marking period of their sports season. Girls soccer, girls basketball, volleyball, softball, girls tennis, and boys tennis. Special congratulations as well to our CBAC All-Academic Team recipients for seniors maintaining 85 plus average for their high school careers. Kim Siskavich and Ryan Dowd for the fall, Rainey Minkler and Dan Myers for the winter, Haley Trombley and Jeremy Scott for the spring. We certainly enjoyed our share of athletic successes with sectional championships and regional participation. But I think the lessons learned by those of you who chose to be a part of the team, sacrificing your own goals to help others, sharing, accepting criticism, and working each day to be the best you possibly could be. These are the lessons that athletics teaches and that most of you have learned well. These are the lessons that should last you a lifetime. Congratulations to all of you for your efforts. We are very proud. At this time, with Mr. Kokenauer's help, we would like to stray from the program for a special presentation.
Thank you, Coach. At this time, would Barb, Michelle, and Elizabeth Bowyer please come forward? This year, we dealt with the untimely passing of longtime coach Brian Boyer, a picture of our athletic program for the past 18 years. Mr. Boo had coached girls varsity soccer and boys modified and JV basketball. The Bobcat Sports family is thankful for the time Coach Boyer has spent with us and is proud to make the following presentation. 2 plaques in Coach Boyer's honor have been produced. One will be given to the family, the other will be kept on display in our trophy case. The plaques simply read, "In memory of Brian Boyer, for your dedicated years of service to the student athletes at Northern Adirondack Central School, 2004. Will the girls' modified soccer team please come forward along with Coach Dan Sheehan? Girls, if I call your name, would you come across and pick up your award, please?
Good afternoon, students, coaches, parents, and athletes. I would like to thank all my girls that participated in the modified soccer team this year. The girls showed a lot of improvement throughout the course of the season. There was some complaints on where everybody wanted to play, but like I said, there's a little complaint about that. Overall, I was happy with all the girls, with everything they showed, the dedication throughout the season. And I'd just like to wish the ones that are coming back with me, to see in the fall, and the girls that are moving up to JV soccer, good luck this summer.
Anybody else here? Lindsay Boris. Allison Call. Sarah Burnell. Chelsea Warwick. Brooke Burnell. Jordan Lagoon. Megan LaValle. Ashley Lloyd. Kara Perry. Desiree Potter. Brittany LaPointe. Paige Lagoon. Katie Hemingway. Hannah Charette. Jordan Sunderland. Brittany Sorrell. Stephanie Love, Kirsty Keller. Girls Modified Soccer Team. For the girls JV soccer team, please come forward. And the Johnny Zanesville coaching team, please come forward as well.
We just wanted to start off by telling you we're new at this, so we didn't realize the speeches had to be really short, so we apologize. It wasn't long ago that I walked on the stage to receive an athletic award. Now the role is reversed, and I am one of the coaches, trying to enhance the face of girls soccer here at NAC. I can only hope that I bring the desire to improve upon goal setting, skill, and teamwork, much like my predecessor, Coach Brian Boyer. I want to take this opportunity to remember a coach I once had, one that left an everlasting imprint on my life and my coaching style. Brian was an inspirational coach who tactfully helped players find their place on the soccer field, big or small. He taught me about what it means to be a team player and give 100% all the time, characteristics that I have carried into my professional life. My goal for the coming year is to continue to give back to Northern Adirondack what Coach Boyer gave to all of us who played under him, an opportunity for players to find a place on the soccer field by working through both strengths and weaknesses. Okay, back in the fall, once we started coaching the girls, I had written a poem for them. Some of you, I know I've seen a few hanging out in the lockers, so I think they still have them. So this is your poem for the end of the year, ladies. The season closed too quickly it seemed, so many teams we had yet to cream. We came to you girls with hopes of great fun, and of course to take you on the long run. Through taping and pulling and icing and whining, we saw some amazing skills outshining. We thank you for your dedication and heart, and don't forget your families, they are an important part. So we bid you good luck, and see you next year. The rest of CVAC should live in fear. So shout out to Chelsea, Alyssa, Cherish, Stacy, Amanda, Tiffany, Emily, Jen, Brittany, Hillary, Tia, Beth, Heather, Sarah, Kala, Jill, Tasha, Emily, Kayla, Kayleen, Kristen, Kelsey, Kayla, Kaylin, and Kristen. Any more K's for the JV team? Give it up for the girls. Let out a scream.
They wanted to save the best for last, so here I am. It wasn't easy being three women stepping in on a team of girls that were used to having a man for a coach. Katie, Krista, and I were, and still are, I guess you could say, old school coaches. If you want to be good, then you first need to be in shape and to be able to run. So after our first practice and girls going home in tears, we decided we were going to explain to the girls what was expected of them. To work hard, win games, and get in shape. Things slowly got better the more the girls got to know us. We think that they eventually realized we weren't as mean as they may have first thought. We didn't win every game, but we didn't have to. Winning wasn't always everything. As long as we had fun and played as hard as we could, we were satisfied. The girls also realized in time that we were not Mr. P. No offense, Mr. P. Before the games, we like the girls to get excited and, as we like to say, pumped up. Well, the first time we started screaming to get them going, Miss Kayla Supley and Miss Kayleen Ryan said, "Mr. P doesn't like that." At which we quickly reassured the whole team that we were not Mr. P. This too they eventually figured out. We had a lot of fun times with the girls, and like I said earlier, sometimes it was hard having three girl coaches. When Katie and I were trying to get the girls focused and listening, and we looked over and all the noise was coming from Krista, we'd look at each other and just laugh. It was also tough near the end of the season when Mr. P decided he wanted to help us out by taking all our players away. We still managed to do well, though. The girls who were still with us just worked harder. We ended the season with a few things: a really fun practice, a good conversation about the next season, and a party that the coaches didn't get any sleep at. It made us feel better when we had a few girls come up to us in the end and tell us they wanted to stay on JV next year and get into shape. We had a great time at our end of the season party. Talk about girls that can eat. I think that I restarted the stove 25 different times. Not to mention the time we waited for 10 minutes and that pan just wasn't getting hot. Oh yeah, Krista, you have to turn the stove on. We gave awards out to each player, and girls, like we've told you before, not one girl can win a game for you. It takes the whole team. And each and every one of you had your part in our team. Whether or not you were the inspiration of the team, the goal scorer, the goalkeeper, the laugh, the crazy one, the space cadet, or whatever, all these things made us one. We thank you so much for accepting us as your coaches in the situation that you were in. You showed your strengths all the way, and we love you for that. We'd also like to send a special thank you out to Jared for everything he did for us. He thinks we did so much for him, but in all reality, he was there to answer all of our questions, deal with our loud mouths. We are girls, after all. Steer us straight and work with us as not only a coach to look up to, but a partner. So thank you, Jared, for having one of the biggest hearts we've ever seen.
Feel ready? What an athlete. Kaylin Scott. Stacy Harper. Sarah Trudeau. Emily Lajway. Coach, what have you done in this? Haley Maya. Jill Gardner. Kayla Supley. Natasha Wilson. Kristen Burnell. Kelsey Torville. Beth Crumley. Brittany Barron. Alyssa Morin. Amanda Torville. Kristen Watts. Chelsea Barcombe. Jennifer Rao. Emily Snyde. Caleb Finley. Tia Hicks. Heather Byron. Hillary Boyer. Cherish LeBombard. Tiffany LeBombard. the girls' JV soccer team. The girls' varsity soccer players please come forward along with first field today.
All right, let's go. Before we start, just a note to the people who were up here before me. If you didn't notice, it took 3 women to fill my shoes. Thank you very much. And secondly, if there's one thing that I learned from Coach Boo, it was very simple. If they've got players that you can use, take them. And I think Mr. Rett reinforced that a few times as well. Varsity girls soccer, obviously this was not an easy start to the season for these young ladies. I want to start for them thanking everybody for their support, administration, the faculty, all the students. Thank you guys very much. It wasn't easy for them. Season for the varsity girls soccer team, like I said, didn't start out the greatest. Rough start of things, game-wise. Didn't carry a great record, but the one thing I can point out is a point of improvement. First time we went to Tucker Lake this year, it was ugly. They beat us 5-0. It was not pretty. I was not happy. We went back there, last game of the season, sectional quarterfinals, played 0-0 for 120 minutes and lost in a penalty shootout. Hit the crossbar 3 times in the shootout. Showed tremendous improvement, tremendous heart. You guys played hard all year. Whether you were playing for me or somebody else, that doesn't bother me. You guys played hard. Appreciate all the hard work. A few individual accomplishments. Michelle Bouillet was voted to the Division II All-Star team. Elizabeth Vivison made the honorable mention. And the girls, as Coach Rebedu said, made scholar athlete team, combined average of over 90. We had 22 girls on that team who made the scholar athlete team, so that's quite amazing. I want to wish all my seniors good luck in everything you do in the future. Remember, there's always people here for you. And everyone else that's coming back next year, hard work over the summer, and we'll come back and get them next year. Thanks.
Girls varsity soccer. Heidi Rio. Kayla Supley. Kayleen Ryan. Amanda Torville. Kristen Watts. Kayla Rabideau. Justine Barco. Courtney Bilo. Lauren Carter. Elizabeth Bivison. Elena Karofsky. Beth LeClaire. Erin Hemingway. Stacy Harford. Stephanie O'Neill. Ashley Courier, Heather Taylor, Melissa Barron, Barbara Wolf, Michelle Boyer, Kelsey Junkin, Rainey Minkler, Carissa Demers, Alex Miller, Jamie Mylan LeClaire, Kim Siskavich, Krista Shippey, Haley Conley, the 2004 Bobcats girls soccer team. Presenting the modified boys soccer players, please come forward. They are coached by John Curry. Standing with Mr. Curry and coached by
Unfortunately for the modified boys soccer team, Mr. Curry has a prior engagement for today and is unable to attend the award ceremony. He sends his best wishes to all the athletes who were able to attend. This season was a great experience both for the players and the coach. At the beginning of the season, he had a bunch of individuals who wanted to play soccer. At the end of the season, he had a team of soccer players. As the season progressed, so did the players and their talent. They learned how to play aggressive, play position, and most of all, they learned how to play together as a team. One of the biggest reasons that these boys found success was the fact that they never gave up. That's a tough quality to come by these days. That is also why I believe that these boys are going to be a tough team to beat in the future. Keep up the hard work, and best of luck in the future, boys. Sincerely, Coach Curry.
the boys modified soccer players, Donnie Alexander, Mike Barber, Cody Burnett, Brian Bushy, Anthony Carter, Zach Clark, Shane Kleinbeck, Tyler Drake, Jonathan Ero, Brian Horton, Jean-Luc Fortin, Ryan Harris, Chad LeBumba, Ben LaValle, Nick LaValle, Tyler LaValle, Adam Manning, Andrew Manning, Tyler Condria, Anthony Parrott, Peter Patterson, the 2004 Boys Modified Soccer Team. Is the boys JV soccer players please come forward? The boys were coached by Coach John Moulton. Standing in for Coach Moulton is Mr. Ella.
Mr. Moulton sends his regrets for being unable to be here this afternoon, but asked me to pass along his thanks and appreciation to all the members of the boys JV soccer team for their hard work during the fall season. Returning to coaching soccer at the JV level was a pleasurable experience for him because of all of you, and he is confident that you will continue to improve and make important contributions to our soccer program.
The boys JV soccer team. Doug Alexander, Ben Boyer, PJ Burnell, Derek Hubert, Zach Radley, Cody LeClaire, Alan Brasson, Tyler Brasson, Ben Fiveson, Jacob Grover, John Hicks, Bryant Lavelle, Tom Page, Mitchell Ryan, Forrest Ryan, Jared Payton, Cody Trombley, Cody Galva, Josh Lagway, the scorekeeper was Crystal Wilson. 2004 JV Boys Soccer Team. Would the boys varsity soccer players please come forward, along with Coach Gary Hammond.
Well, I want to start off by saying we had another good season. It was kind of unexpected what was going to take place from day one to the championship game. Between car wrecks, guys cracking their ribs, breaking their shoulders. We always had an ambulance here going to the hospital one night or another. Kids missing buses at games. You never know. With all the problems we had, we ended up with 7-5-1 league record. We averaged 2.5 goals a game. Gave up just over 1 goal a game. Our team is going to miss our defense. We have 4 fullbacks and our goalies were all seniors. with Dan Myers, Josh Barr, Jake Bertrand, Matt Lawrence, Jeremy Scott. They're our main defense right there. Our captains, Jake Bertrand and Jeremy Scott. I want to thank you for their leadership on and off the field, board practice, ag games. First year player, Donnie Laporte, ended up with 16 goals this year. Not bad once you figure out you want to play outdoors and not indoors with basketball. Kyle Brasser made second team All-Star, halfback. Donnie made first team All-Star. Enjoyed this season. Want to wish the seniors good luck next year, wherever they're going. And for the players returning, have a good summer and look forward to the fall. Thank you.
Boys varsity soccer team, Jake Bertrand, Josh Clark, Ryan Dowd, Donnie Laporte, Matt Lawrence, Daniel Meyer, Jeremy Scott, Brian Tatro, Kyle Grasser, James Jubin, Brandon LeBumba, Justin Perry, Nathan Ron, Chance St. Germain, Nick Trombley, James Burnell, scorekeepers Misty LaPointe and Kylie. Boys Bobcat soccer team. Coach Henry. Did the JV volleyball players please come forward? Along with your coach, Kim Brunel.
Good afternoon. I just want the girls to know how much fun I had coaching and getting to know each and every one of them. We had a very successful year, not only on the court, but on a personal level in which they can bring themselves throughout their lives. To sum it up, I have many fond memories for which I can only thank the girls and John. Have fun next year. And come to the
JV volleyball players, Allie Green, Heather Byron, Sarah Truebell, Kristen Relation, Kayleen Ryan, Kristen Brunel, Emily Snide, Amanda Byron, Jennifer Nell, Rachel Bentley, Pat Crumley, and scorekeeper Sarah Burnett.
If someone was to pick the perfect year to take over varsity volleyball at Northern Adirondack, this was the perfect year, really. Besides having a naturally talented and outgoing coach, I was blessed with several well-experienced girls. They stepped up when needed, forcing my less experienced players to become a championship caliber team. We finished our regular season 12-1. With a difficult loss in DHS this season. I think that loss renewed our sense of direction and gave us the momentum to reevaluate our goals. We forged ahead to once again become Section 7 champions. We went to the regional games in Syracuse, making it all the way to Game 5 in the finals, losing with a score of 25-23. So I won't play that one, Rainy. That was fine. An undefeated Lafayette team. Despite getting hung up the night before and not being able to practice. I'd like to finish by congratulating Krista Shippey and Amy Milam-LeClaire for making CBAC All-Star team and to Haley Trombley for getting honorable mention. And I just found out last week that Krista Shippey was also named to the 4th All-State team. So congratulations to you guys. Thank you very much for a great first season, and I look forward to doing it again next year.
Coach Revenue will also be presenting championship awards to the volleyball team that read Varsity Volleyball 2004-2005, Section 7, Class C champions. Varsity Volleyball team, Hillary Boyer. Kelsey Jefferson. Elena Grosky. Kayla Loftus. Kara Millar. Jamie Milan-LeClaire. Brady Minkle. Kathleen Patton. Heidi Rio. Krista Shippey. Kimberly Saskatchewan. Heather Taylor. Haley Trombley. Alyssa Barron. Amanda Wells. Scorekeeper, Alex Miller. Scorekeeper, James Saskatchewan. Manager, Elizabeth Fivesen. The Bobcat volleyball player. The modified wrestlers, please come forward, along with Coach Jared Payne.
Boys also go up to the please if there are any of the JV boys here. Move this along like that. Again, I have to stress with the modified JV wrestling, our recent trouble finding numbers. If there are any guys out there who don't do something else in the winter, come out and give it a whirl. It's really not that bad. Again, we work hard. I want to thank Coach LeClaire and Coach Ross for all their help with these young guys. It takes all three of us and sometimes more to keep these guys going. We wrestled all over the state. Again, went over to Middlebury in Vermont. I have to give congratulations to Ty Herbest for finishing 5th over in Middlebury. Nice job, Ty. You guys wrestled hard all year. Saw improvement. Newcomers like Dustin Snide, Chris Garso towards the end of the year were doing their best wrestling. Guys, we hope you have you back next year. Keep working hard over the summer. Thanks.
The modified and JV wrestlers. Ty Herbest. Dustin Snide. Kelvin Gregory. Chris Garso. Chad Bombard. Jeff Ryan. Harold Parrott. Ryan Winner. Pat Manor. James Fillion. Andrew Manor. Matt Kent. Brian Fortin. Adam Manor. Matt Gilmore. Scott Manor. And Tom Bailey. Modified and JV wrestling team.
Oh, shit.
The varsity wrestling team, please come forward with Coach Larry Ross.
afternoon. Wish to thank the school board, administration for allowing us the opportunity to travel around the state and be competitive at the state level. I also wish to thank the Booster Club for their support. 2004-2005 wrestling season progressed better than anticipated. While always optimistic, we knew there was a great deal of work ahead for such a young team. As time went on, and Bobcat pride and reputation emerged, the group pulled together. We ended the season with a 500 league record and a 17-8 overall dual meet record. We were third at Shenandoah, second at Montgomery County duels, second at Boston Spa, 11th out of 30 in Spencerport, fourth at Livermore, and tied for first at the 7-10 duels. More importantly, the records reflect these finishes against large school and quality competition. We chose not to avoid a challenge. I saw real growth and determination throughout the season. We finished with one sectional champion, Justin Perry. Our first team all-star was Justin Perry. Second team all-star status went to Brandon LeBombard and Devin LeClaire. Devin also got his 100 wins this year. NAC finished the season ranked as one of the top small school wrestling teams in New York State. We're losing some quality seniors, Nathan, Antonio, Kenny, Justin, and Devin. However, if everyone else returns and are willing to work hard, not just during the season, but throughout the year, we'll be legitimate contenders for league titles next season. May you be inspired by your past success, motivated by your future challenges. Be ready for camp and summer tournaments.
We have one varsity sectional champion, Justin Perry. Coach Revenue will present him with his award, which reads Varsity Wrestling 2004-2005, Section 7 champion at 119 pounds. The varsity wrestling team, James Fillion. Andrew Manning. Kevin Otis. Justin Perry. James Charlotte. Nick Bromley. Brandon LeBombard. BJ Yadlin. Devin LeClaire. Adam Manning. Cody LeClaire. Sean Daly. Josh Trombley. Antonio Garrison. Matt Gilman. Nathan LaValle. Kenny Barron. Scorekeepers, Amanda Fillion. Krista Shippey. Carissa Demers. Jamie Miley LeClaire. And Megan LaValle.
Sorry. You gotta wonder about those wrestlers.
Varsity wrestling team. The modified A girls basketball team, please come forward. along with Coach Danielle Conway. The JV girls basketball players also come forward at this time.
This season was a learning experience for me as well as the group of girls that were on the team. This being the first year in many of having a modified team, I didn't know what to expect. However, I was lucky enough to have a good group of girls who were hardworking, dedicated, and carried the confidence which was needed to be successful. Our record may not have been proof of how hard we worked, but I can see how far the girls have come and how much they improved throughout the year. I'm very proud of all of them, which is Danielle Conway. Of course, I'm Dennis LeBear, and for the JV girls, first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Randomly for giving me the opportunity to coach. I'd also like to thank the girls. Hopefully, I was able to teach them as much as they taught me. Also, girls remember success means playing the game. Thank you, girls, and good luck with the season.
The girls modified basketball team, Michelle Silver, Kristen Normandin, Hannah Charette, Amanda Agnew, Abigail Skinner, Taylor Jarvis, Christina King, Brittany Vincent, Kirsten Aiden. The girls modified basketball team. The girls JV basketball team, Danielle McCarty, Candace Abel, Nicole Gamache, Viola Day, Callie LeBear, Felicia Provost, Rebecca Spinner, Logan Jarvis, Denise King, Karina Preston, Corinne Gardner, Amanda Yao, scorekeeper Caleb Bidman. The girls JV basketball team. The girls varsity basketball players, please come forward. Along with Coach Don McLeod.
Usually I wouldn't need the mic, but Royce doesn't want to skip his tonight, so. This past season was a year in which our program took another big step towards respectability. The opposing coaches and a lot of the refs complimented the young lady Cats on their positive attitudes and how hard they competed right up to the final buzzer. The team received the Scholar Athlete Award, as the Webb said before. That is something that made me very proud because when we had 4:30 practices, we sat in Miss Ellis's room and the girls were made to do their homework. They needed help, they got help, and it showed. A couple of the highlights from the season: Kayla made the All-Star team at the E-Town tourney. Jenna made the finals of the three-point shooting contest at the senior game. And also, we have to mention Lena at this time. Lena's gone back home to the Ukraine. What a girl. She gave the team all kinds of energy. Yuki, as we nicknamed her, had a great sense of humor. She called me a couple days ago one morning, wanted to know what we were doing. Her comments were, "We missed you guys." That means everybody in the school. So Yuki, we miss you too. To Miss Ellis, thank you for using your room to meet in when we had delayed practices. Thank you for the appeal at Ponderosa coming back from the one game. The only thing is, we could only do it once. KFC, for some reason, couldn't believe you could eat all you wanted for one price and it took it forever to get done. To the seniors, I would like to say thank you for your dedication all the way through your careers. What you've given the NAC program, you'll never know how much it's meant. And in closing, I would just like to thank all the team members for giving me the privilege to be your coach. Thank you.
Girls varsity basketball players: Haley Scott, Katie Charlotte, Miranda Kaye, Danielle McNeil, Jamie Gamache, Barbara Wolf, Kim Giro, Rachel Thompson, Lena Sitch, Miranda LeFay, Karen Wilcox, Jenna McNeil, and scorekeeper Caliphane. The Lady Bobcats basketball team. Would the modified A boys basketball players please come forward? They were coached by Mr. Joe Coakley. Standing in for Mr. Coakley is Craig Dumas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Coakley would like to extend his apology for not being here tonight. Things out of his control, he had to be elsewhere. He would like me to read this, though. This year, the 2004-2005 Modified B basketball team showed tremendous improvement throughout the season. Their never-quit attitude and desire to learn made this team very unique. This group of young men had a special quality to show up every day and give it their all. I am very proud of this team and everything that they have accomplished. For the players that are moving on to next year, good luck. And to all the players, keep your positive attitude and work hard. A special thanks to Monica McComb and Johnny Corville for keeping score, running the clock, and being our #1 fan. Also thank you to Mr. Revenue and Mr. Kopenhauer for all of their support. Thank you.
The modified boys basketball team, Zach Garrett, Peter Patterson, Tyler Smith, Shane Kleinbell, Ben LaValle, Jonathan Hero, Nick LaValle, Tyler Gray, Ryan Bushy, Anthony Boris, scorekeepers, Johnny Norvell, Monica McCall. Boys modified basketball team. The BJB boys basketball players please come forward along with Coach Sanders Rock.
Good afternoon. I'd like to first thank Mr. Revenue, Mr. Record, for all the help they gave me during the season. We started off with 10 boys. 5 of them never played basketball before. We had a good season. We lost. Four ball games by a total of 12 points. We won 7, lost 11 for the season. I want to thank all the boys that worked hard. Best of luck to the sophomores trying out for varsity next year. Mr. Record is waiting for you. So you're going to have a good summer. Thank you all.
The boys junior varsity basketball team, Doug Alexander, Benjamin Boyer, Alan Grasser, Tyler Grasser, Benjamin Fiveson, Ryan Goodwin, Derek Hubert, Kevin King, George LaFay, Billy Gladwell, Mitchell Robb, and scorekeepers, Natasha Wilson, Tia Hicks. Boys JV basketball team. To the boys varsity basketball team, please come forward along with Coach Mike Rico.
Good afternoon. The 2004-2005 NAC Boys Varsity Basketball season was a very interesting one, both as a fan and as a coach. We ended up our regular season with a 9-10 record with an overall record of 12-11. The 2004-2005 Bobcats got off to a slow start, but we ended up finishing the season strong. These kids have a lot of heart and a lot to be proud of, in that they continually battled night in, night out, and never quit. This hard work paid off in the end, giving them the opportunity at the sectional title with Ticonderoga. During this game, we played extremely hard against a very good team, and we just came up a little bit short. As a coach, you could not ask for a better group of young men. These young men come to work every day, and they never let up. In closing, I would like to thank the scorekeepers, parents, cheerleaders, Coach Welch, Coach Coakley, Mr. Rapp, and the staff of the school, and last but not least, my team for a very enjoyable season. I would also like to thank the seniors and wish them the best of luck. You'll be missed.
Boys varsity basketball team, Jake Bertrand. Kyle Grasser. Josh Farr. Daniel LeClaire. Donnie Laporte. Travis Lowe. Josh McNeil. Dan Myers. Nathan Rock. Jeremy Scott. James Supley. And scorekeepers, Natasha Wilson and Tia Hicks. The Bobcat varsity basketball team. The JV cheerleaders, please come forward. Along with Coach Barbara Julia.
Got it.
JV cheerleader. What a year it was. We shared laughs, tears, frustration, short tempers, successes. You can all move forward goals now, except for me, of course. And some things we just have to work on a little, like our basketball. Through it all, we always shared respect and dedication. By the end of the season, we learned a lot of things. Not only about cheering, but also about each other. Our CBAC exhibition went very well, and our performance at Messina was flawless. Taking second place in Messina is a positive accomplishment for our young squad. To the girls moving on to varsity, congratulations, you'll be great. To all who will cheer JV next season, don't worry, you'll also be great. To all of you, a big thank you for giving me a focus during a very difficult time in my life. I'm not sure I would have made it through without you. To your parents for the support they gave us during the season and for getting everyone to practice every day. To the varsity squad and Mindy for all of their help this season. And to the JV basketball team, Mr. Welch and Zach, for working with us. It was truly appreciated. To the girls in the park pool, thanks for the laughs.
Junior varsity cheerleading squad. Lindsay Bullis. Heather Bordeaux. Brooke Carter. Jill Gardner. Caitlin Jackson. Megan Johnson. Kirsty Kelly. Tiffany LaPointe. Megan McGowan. Christine Young. Kelly Long. Kelly Rock. Jennifer Rock. Angelia Taylor. Taylor Simon. Lacey Sunderland. Kelsey Carter. The junior varsity cheering squad. Varsity cheerleaders, please come forward with coach Linda Gary.
Well, girls, what can I say? We're thankful. Everything that's happened to ourselves. The team had so many injuries, illnesses, and just the fact that they happened to us in such a short period of time. I didn't think we would ever recover. But the girls stayed determined and excelled every night, whether they were supporting our basketball team or just at practice. And the rare occasion they would sit down with themselves, Carissa would have something to say because everybody cheers us, and that's of course we had Brittany knows. Or if we had to travel, well, that's my mother. In the end, all the long practices and frustrations that we endured paid off, and they were able to put together an awesome routine. In turn, finishing third at the CBAC competition, and then going on to play sports, helping our team with regional competition in Albany. This is something to be proud of, girls, especially since we took last the previous year. But we can all laugh about it now. After the year we had all endured, I want to say that I'm very proud of all of you. To my seniors, Thomas and McBride. To the returning team and those new to the team, you are very capable of reaching your goals next year, and as long as you stay determined and remember what it means to be a cheerleader, the most important thing to know, keep your shoes on. I want to thank the JV team and our basketball team for the support that they've all helped this past year. Good luck in the season.
Varsity cheerleaders. Justine Barcombe. Courtney Bilo. Amanda Bushy. Michelle Boyer. Lauren Carter. Carissa Demers. Jacqueline Harder. Aaron Hemming. Katie Sue LeBert. Amanda Myers. Kylie Rock. Ashley Snotter. Ashley Carter. Courtney Trudeau. Brittany Barron. Hillary Weldon. Manager, Amanda Torres. Varsity Bobcat Cheering Squad. Boys tennis team forward, one coach, Mr. Dan Bush.